Okay, I was introduced to the Tonic by Chef Ike, a longtime sister and friend of mine, and have just been really observing what she's been doing with her culinary art and all of this. And so I knew that I was ready for a cleanse, because I hadn't cleansed since I had my children. I have an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, so it's been 8 years. Before I conceived, I was vegan, I was raw, I conceived raw. But after I became pregnant, then it just, you know, my body needed other things. So at this point I knew that I was ready for something. And so she and I had talked. She said, I have a perfect thing for you. And I was ready for that. And so I get to her house and they're talking about the tonic, and I'm like, okay, it's time for tonic. I'm ready for tonic. Give me some tonic. I hadn't heard anything about how bitter it was. I just thought that I was about to taste something yummy, and so I took my little cup and I was about to swallow it down, and as soon as it hit my mouth, I was like, what has happened?
You messed up.
Took a sip, right?
But it was a taste that I was familiar with, so I knew that I could do it. I just wasn't, you know, ready in that moment. And then I took it down, and the bitter, it stayed all here. It was in my throat, and I just I sat with it, and I said, okay, this is good. Now mind you, the day that I took it, before that I had been up for about 3 days. I hadn't really slept, so I was so extremely fatigued, and we were all trying to get dressed, and I was still just kind of sluggish, moving around. About 10 minutes later, I was standing in the mirror, and my body just shifted. And I started dancing, and I said, come on, y'all, let's get ready to go. And, you know, I just had all this energy. Now, for me, that was vitally important, because there are so many things that we put into our bodies that promise all of these different things, and you really don't see the results. But this was something you felt immediate results with. I could see it, I could feel it, I felt the shift in my body. It's been 48 hours. My body has made the most extreme weird noises I've ever heard it make, ever. I did not know that my body did this. Last night I was like, what is this noise, and how is it funneling through my body like this? So it's been an experience, but that goes back to even the title of it, the essence of vitality. Using that word essence, that means that there's something that's going to be happening beneath the surface. And that is what I have felt. I felt all of these things taking place beneath the surface, and it is something that you're completely aware of, because it's like really happening to the body. And so that is the experience that I've had with it, and I'm really looking forward to the continuum of it, to see just how I continue to shift with it, you know. So it's been a really awesome experience.
Awesome.